The end of the season, bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas's offense will get first crack at it today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Owens. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Terry. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well, David.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So SMU's offense will get the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? At the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gets it out fast. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Makes the catch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that point.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in the situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Grab behind the line. It's Porter. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Owens. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Got his man in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Finds his big tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Flips it out on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pocket breaking down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Into the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Takes the handoff. It's Green. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in the backfield.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Finds the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy who just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You see it so much in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Runs through a tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, this running thing doesn't seem to be working. It looks like they're going to have to throw it. But as we know, David, these windows down here, man, they are tight.
Super tight. I think you still got the QB that you can move. You can change the launch point. Try to do something to get guys moving one way. Take advantage going the other direction.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Owens. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snagged in the middle, it's McCutcheon. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might as well stick with him. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Forced out of the pocket. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Mustangs are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Spits it out to the back. This time he's got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Owens. Buys a little time with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Jackson. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. It's complete. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 5 and a 1st down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up by 21 over Kansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Owens. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Longhorns are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Hauls it in. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Ball spotted. spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive.
This is crazy.
Spins away from the defender. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The OB hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Owens. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Longhorn! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take the...
And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's close. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive.
There he goes. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. Got room at the 35. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on first down from the 40. Back to throw, it's Owens. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Across the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, Not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And the Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give from the gun. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Coates. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So SMU's offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Off the play fake. Looking for the score. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now sliding to his left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. And the defense, got him at the 27.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Under fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Oh, they're after him. This time on target. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Using his legs at screen. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. It's complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Mustangs!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Grabbed over the middle. It's Norman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They just keep firing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't we try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking for space. It's Green. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Firing to the right, complete. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the 1st down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Buys a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Give to the running back. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Texas A&M going up tempo. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
To grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Hard running there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Listen, end of the 1st half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
They'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, an incompletion, who cares?
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Here comes the heat. And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. On the run, it's Green. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Creates a little room. Breaks the tackle. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll pull it on the read. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who could run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having that dude at the QB spot.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Norman. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. On the run, it's Green. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Norman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. From the gun, give on the inside. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Hawkins. There's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. He's looking to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down, and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Poor starting field position here for this offense. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the day.
Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
He's got an open man. Still running at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's going to take off. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Punts it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back on.
That was close to a safety.
Possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful.
Looking for the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back.
Great stop.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Working that left side now. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. Can't get him to the ground. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those.
Game time.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the North Texas Mean Green. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Mustangs will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibbs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the North Texas Mean Green offense takes the field, and they'll try to put together the first drive of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for...
Oh, what a move to get room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. North Texas in the hurry up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, North Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the SMU Mustangs offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Made a defender miss.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. North Texas in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man down the middle. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Tipton.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. North Texas will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. On the ground, it's Green.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got the 1st down himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clip.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Green.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet.
Turning it on! They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Hit as he throws. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Mustangs look to do some damage in the red zone. He makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Gets rid of it. Trying to bull his way in. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Floating away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
To the ground with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second down, he'll throw it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air on first down. The screen, and watch out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. North Texas in the hurry up. Takes it from the gun on third down. That's caught. It's good. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. North Texas really has it going on offense.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us. And
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the team. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Gets it to the back. There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Jukes his way for more. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Wants to throw on third. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Slithers into space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Time to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They go to the ground. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Tipton. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
It's a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's good. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field. Rally to make...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
The play-action fake. Going for it all. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And how about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got to stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Tipton. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel
interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
6 Propane. Ready.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got a layup. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs are flying down the field. They want that clock to run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
It's complete on the right side. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll try to run for it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that 1st down marker.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Right on target this time. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.